Right, all packed up. Turn the power off. Next important thing to do, make sure I've got everything out of here. Dead bolts. One on that door too, and that's locked, and there's a lock inside top and bottom. So many keys. So many keys. All this to go camping. Turn the gas off. That was a full bottle. It's probably at half a bottle. About half a bottle LPG. Safe fill bottle. Turned off. Right. Antenna's fine. Secret location. Parked with other vehicles and lorries and vans, and so there's some Mercedes. BMW, Mercedes, Fiat. Right, so that's the van left at a top secret location. Now to go and get the Terios. Got a 2.5 hour drive now from the south coast to the M25, around the M25 to Stevenage. Going to do a night in the woods there at Church Farm. I want to use the tunnel, try out the new bed, but if it gets late and it's tired, it's shitty, I'm just going to put a basher up. Normally stop off there a few times a year, heading north because I'm going north. Got a week off work going north. Just doing a one-nighter there while passing through. It's either that or I drive the whole way tomorrow. So like I finished work a couple of hours ago. I'm going to do 2 or 3 hour drive now. Get north side of London, the other side of London, and a bit. And then tomorrow I don't have so much to do driving wise. So that is it. Motorhome's parked up at a top secret location. We're in the Terios. We're going to do a couple of hours drive to Stevenage. Going to do a night there, have a fire, have a beer, and then that's it. Right, catch you in a little while.
In 200 yards, at the roundabout, take the second exit.
Just got to sunny Stevenage. It's been trying to snow the past hour. It's freezing cold and seen nothing but gritted lorries. So I got 2 bags of logs, 2 bags of logs and a bag of kindling. Oh, just chucking it down most of the way. Just left the garage and it's snowing. I don't know if the camera's picking it up or not. That's quite a heavy flurry. Yeah, it's snowing. About 10 minutes or so, I'll be at the farm. So this is it. It's just coming into Beard Oak now. That's new. That's new. What's that? Ooh. Never seen that before. No idea what that is. Got to investigate tomorrow. Not going to get much filming done because it's dark and it's late. But yeah, going to find a space. I think I might be the only one here. And quickly get it set up before I get too wet. I want to get it set up in under 10 minutes. And yeah, we'll bring you back when I'm, I don't know, more established. Yeah, it looks like I'm the only one here. Just driving through the cabins, left and right of me, and there are no cars up here. For some reason, no one goes camping in the woods midweek. Sweet! I've got a choice. Yeah, this is all completely dead. Right, it's my normal spot up here. We'll go at the end. Oh, I came a while ago for the weekend. Again, that was a stop off. Came up from my uncle's funeral. And oh yeah, in the ruts. Well, it's a small car, so half of it's in the ruts. Let's go right to the end. Where we came last time, it was as muddy as this. Look at that. Straight in and out the ruts. Get up here. Come on, little car. Right, catch you in a bit. In case you're wondering, for light, I'm using a really old pound shop USB light I've had for years, and my new battery bank, or 10 amp thing. I've got a couple of these 5 amps, but now I've got a 10 amp battery on my phone. I thought I'd better upgrade my battery bank. Still got the 5 amp ones, but it's a bit better with the screen. Anyway, making work for myself here. The feet are down 8 foot across, about 6 foot from the vehicle, and they stick out about a foot either side, and the bungee's off that, so it looks like this is going to get it. And as if by magic, the tunnel is up. It's not perfect, it's a bit saggy. That's because it's not meant for this vehicle. For those of you who haven't noticed yet, that is not a Land Rover. But it's got sufficient height and width to do what it's needed to do. Its function is still going to be the same. It's just a slightly different fit. Got it over the spoiler, around the roof rack, bungee to the wheel, and the same on the other side. Never mind, it's about, I don't know what time it is now, even with a clue, 11:30. Same there, over the spoiler, around the roof rack, and then the bottom parts bungee onto the wheel. It comes with little clips on this elastic. All around there's like, I don't know, 5 or 6 hooks that are all adjustable, and you just hook it onto what you need it to hook onto. There's the Bergen. I've broken the top pouch already. That's normally hammock and bashers, but I've only got one hammock, one bashman at the moment. And in there was this light. I decided to upgrade to this light. And this was a dry bag that was in the top of my Bergen, and in here it's just like my wireless phone charger, battery banks, USB leads, adapters. Instead of bringing a solo box, I just bought that bag. Still ended up bringing this anyway, you know, as you do. But I'm just going to use that instead of the solar generator. Right, now to get the bed out and get a fire lit. Although it's completely dead, it's calm, there's no wind. All the way here, I was getting blown across with the wind. The wind was blowing it. Let me turn it around. Yeah, the wind was blowing me like mad all the way here for 2.5 hours. The rain was horrific. It started snowing when I got to Stevenage, and it's dead calm. You can hear for miles. There's no cloud coverage, so it's going to be cold. There will be a frost, I imagine. But it's just dead calm. It's weird. Oh well, made the most of it. Set up. I thought if it's going to stay calm, then I'll put this up. But if it was raining, I would have just bashed. Would have been a lot quicker. But yeah, the tunnel's up. I'll show you again better in the daylight. It's a fantastic bit of kit. I mean, you can see how much space I've got there. The bed's going to fit underneath that, so I can still access the vehicle with the bed there. What are you looking at? 6 foot out, so it's about 8 foot wide, this thing, and it's 8 foot across. Yeah, I mean, I could adjust it and tidy it up quite easily. It's just actually hooped on with cable ties, because there's no right or wrong way of doing this. It's just as long as it fits, as long as it functions, doesn't matter what it looks like. But yeah, it's not zipped onto the Wolf tent. It's semi-freestanding, so that's how it is. New bed is brilliant. That sets up in moments. Luckily I've got a detachable tow bar, so the tow bar is going to have to come off so I can move the bed over. But one of the other reasons when driving up here, I thought if it is a wild night and I've got a basher on me, I can always put a basher in front of here, or I can put the basher as a wall here, act as a windbreak, and still have access in and out. But yeah, I can always just hang a basher down like a curtain. I just can't believe how calm and still it is. And this bed looks like it'll be alright. Argos jobby. I wanted a green one. I had a British Army folding cot years ago, but eventually the fabric stretches and the legs are so thin they sink into mud. So I thought I'd give this a go. I bought it primarily to stay in the 9x9 down the woods, but I can use it with the tunnel too. So first time out with the tunnel, first time with the bed, perfect fit. There's a bit of sagginess here where the skirt's not folded out properly. I can adjust that. Definitely room in there for one person for the weekend. Definitely. I could still get the table. I've got a folding table I could still get in there. Again, I've still got another foot, I can move that over. But yeah, well impressed with this setup at the moment, and being able to access the vehicle from the back, or just leave it open. It's not in the way. Brilliant, fantastic. I was going to put the light in there because there's all this cordage webbing hanging down from the ceiling and various other loops, because the sides open up so you can have a porch on either side. Very versatile bit of kit. But yeah, I might just leave the light there actually until I light a fire, because the fire is going to go probably to the side. Don't know, we'll see. Looking forward to the daylight. We've all seen this place before, but I'll show you again in the morning. I'm going to get on because it's getting late. Alright, top of my Bergen is my Regatta waterproof jacket. That I've used over the years for ground sheet, seat, cover, pillow. Oh, kneeling on that and I'm just literally sinking. It's pure mud. Bag of kindling from the garage, gasifier just to get a small bit of light and heat. a mess tin in there. So yeah, just going to get the gasifier out and do what I done last time I was here, but in the hammock down there. I use this for a fire all night, just a gasifier. And do the same at the moment, and only use 2 bags of logs if need be, because I might not actually need to have a proper fire tonight. Gasifiers make great tiny little fire pits. Cotton wool and Vaseline, flint and steel to get it going, and just put a couple of bits in every 5-10 minutes whenever you need it. The plan was to use this all night and just to have 2 bags of kindling. But then everybody knew snow and ice and gritters are out and weather was bad. That's why I decided to buy logs. But as I say, it's dead calm at the moment. No idea the temperature. Jacket's off. It doesn't feel like midnight. Yeah, midnight. Just in a shirt, t-shirt, 511 shirt, nothing thermal, nothing spectacular. There's my fire. And this, oh yeah, I bought a couple of inflatable pillows because I'm really roughing it. Oh, there's one. Oh, the other one's in the bag. Yeah, a couple of inflatable pillows. Got a couple of Budweisers in here. Bottle of Coke. I might crack that one open now. Cheers. Right, it's been about an hour. First half hour, that was great, toasty. But now I've got my jacket on, my hands are getting cold. The more that fills up with coals, the less it gasifies, and the less heat it puts out, the less flames. So, crack it open. Bag of logs. I'm only going to have a very small fire. So I'm going to cut these, well, he says, chop these up quite small. I've invited this one. It's because I'm sat down and I don't want to stand up and take a big swing. Being lazy tonight. I'm in my folded bed in my tunnel. I don't actually want to get up and chop firewood properly. Didn't even bring a tripod. It is just literally a really quick overnight. Oh, that's quite knotty wood. Yeah, we get the gist of it, and then I'm gonna empty that, not with my hand, but with something non-conductive or flammable, just there, and then chuck some more kindling on, and then bang on a few logs, just to get a bit more heat. I mean, I can feel the heat coming from that. That's actually quite warm there, but yeah, when that was pure flames, I mean, in here was lovely, but yeah, now that's it's like full of coal. So that will do to start the fire. This is going to be a boring video. I literally just tipped that upside down with the axe. Put some sticks around it. God, I missed my electric pump, which is actually in the boot behind me. All this from sat down. I'm actually like on the chair. Oh, that's hot. Oh, that's hot. Right, one more bit of fun. Right, make a start of a second beer. let that take. Put on some of these. Right, well the last thing I'm doing tonight is I've hung the basher up in front of me, pegged each corner to the floor and tied that to the tunnel and tied that corner to a branch over there. I don't mind the wind coming in a little bit here and a little bit there, and we'll go in straight through, but I keep getting smoked out. It's only a very slight breeze, very slight breeze, because there's nowhere for it to escape behind me. Yeah, I get smoked out quite easily in here. Yeah, honestly, since I've done that like 30 seconds ago, the fire's been behaving a lot better burned without miscellaneous wind coming in from every direction. Yeah, now it's just going left to right and not actually blowing on me. So got a better view. Instead of nothing, I can see DPM. Bashers are a handy thing. I haven't hung a basher up as a windbreak for quite a few years, but yeah, that's why I always carry a second one. Although I'm not actually carrying a second one tonight, I'm just carrying that one. My bag is missing my hammock and basher, but I have a new tarp to go in the bag to replace a basher, and a new hammock is getting ordered soon. Gonna go for another DD hammock, and yeah, so more changes to come, but right now that's warm. That's a lot warmer, and the flames are going straight up, which is good. So yeah, simple basher, they pack up straight. I've mentioned it before in videos years ago. For the space and the weight that they actually take, they're worth carrying. If you think, oh, I only need one to go above my hammock, or one, you know, one as a lean-to or an A-frame where I'm sleeping, definitely carry a second one. They're great for in the rain. You get an extra work area, living space, and fantastic for windbreaks like tonight, because I was getting smoked out like mad for about half an hour, and I was like, right, that's it, hold my beer and getting shit done. Oh, this is brilliant. So nearly quarter to 2 in the morning. Should be asleep hours ago. This is great. Every time I get a gust of wind from that direction coming towards me, I don't get smoked out. This is brilliant. The basher just turns into like this sail on a ship. Hopefully it will do it. There you go. It's filling up there. That's filling up there. Flames are the same. I'm not getting smoked out. Pure warm. Genius. So yeah. Got the burger there. Mess tin, because the mess tin's black from being used in the fire. Didn't have anything to eat tonight because I came straight from work, but I deliberately ate loads at work today. So I'm going to get my sleeping bag out shortly. Tidy up my little admin pouch thing. All sorts of crap in there. Use these inflatable pillows. I've only used them once or twice in the past. They came with, was it a sofa bed? The inflatable sofa bed I got. That didn't last long. They never do. Yeah, a bit of tidy up. Got some kindling there for tomorrow morning. Half a bag for the gasifier to cook some breakfast and make a brew. The Budweiser Fairies. Left some Budweiser. I've got a bag of logs there, 2 big ones there, and yeah, lovely little fire. Literally, it's like that far in front of me. That's how big it is. That's all you need. You don't always need a massive fire just burning resources. Some of these fires I see are just an absolute waste. You know, 2 or 3 small fires like that and sitting between like a triangle of fires, instead of having one big fire with wasted heat, you know. Yeah, that fire's brilliant tonight. Like, Yeah, I've put my body warmer on and my jacket, but they're not done up. I'm just sat here absorbing the heat. Right, on that note, I'm probably going to stay up a little bit longer and drink some of those Budweisers at the Budweiser ferry lift. Apparently she roams these woods quite often. And we'll end the video there, or here. And we'll catch you in the morning when I'm freezing cold and all's gone downhill. I can actually feel that on my face. That is that warm. Yeah. And it's the same. The snow stopped. I was really hoping for some snow. Oh well. And another little preview of my 0 pence knife. Just opening up a second bag of logs. Yeah, I have got a new Merlin from Wessex Blades to replace the little Merlin I had a while ago. But I left the new Merlin at home. Seems weird saying that. In the van, in my home. Because it's so nice. I mean, they're both nice. I both love both of these knives. I love the way they both fit and they're both roughly the same size. But I've always wanted a Jackalaw, which is next on my list. A Wessex Blades and 0 pence. I first met 0 pence a few years ago at the Prepper Meet here in Stevenage, well near Stevenage, and his knife amazed me. Yeah, I won this on a raffle, and I was over the moon because I'd literally just lost my Wessex Blades, my little Merlin, and since then I've managed to get another one, which I haven't done a video on yet, but I will do. Scott, if you're watching, I will be doing a video on your Merlin soon, but at the moment it's wrapped up in bubble wrap and all sorts of packaging and fairy dust and shit to keep it safe, because I'm scared shitless to like put a fingerprint on it. But obviously I used this all weekend when I got it, and I've used it a few times until I got my Wessex Blades Merlin. But yeah, nice and great. I carry on me daily about 3 to 5 knives. I have like a couple in the vehicle, one on my EDC, one on my car keys, one on my dashboard. I know I've got quite a few knives scattered around, but yeah, this is one of my favourites. And yeah, it's handy for opening up bags of logs, which is also frustrating. It's like every time I come to Church Farm, I end up buying logs. I have an actual woodland and a chainsaw, and I'm always cutting down trees and logging. But I always end up buying logs. I've moved my shed at the allotment. It's full of logs. I still have to buy these freaking logs. Right, yeah. So yeah, nice. Love it. Fantastic. I love the actual shape of this thing. It's short and stumpy and thick and wide and chunky and nice finger guard there, and I love it. But I will do a video. I feel really bad now because I'm not showing my my new Wessex Blades, but I'll do an entire separate video on my Wessex Blades knife soon. Obviously the bad weather, I've not been able to get down the woods, not because of it's cold and it's raining and that, but no, at the moment I've got new woodlands and they haven't been cleared for probably 30 years. They're very dangerous in these high winds. I had a report the other day, trees are coming down left, right and centre. I haven't been to the new woods myself for a couple of weeks. It's just far too dangerous to go in my new woodland. But as soon as the wind clears off, I'm going to get down the woods and I can start using both of these knives, and I'll do a video on my Wessex Blades. I've obviously shown this a few times because I've had it a good 8-9 months. But yeah, as soon as the wind clears off and it's safe for me to get down the woods and clear some of these deadfall. There's a lot of trees that are just leaning over. Some have been leant over for 20 odd years, and you know it's dangerous as hell down there. So yeah, as soon as the wind goes, I'll get down and do some proper reviews on these knives, because nice and good.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Well, morning. Unexpected calm night last night. Just gonna go and get some water from the taps. And yeah, I'm kind of half packing up in a hurry, half trying to wake up. These are the ruts from yesterday. Obviously, because I know there's water up here, I emptied any water I had out yesterday because there's just no point carrying it. But yeah, it's 11 o'clock. I woke up a couple of times, but I kind of like stirred and thought, oh, it's like silly o'clock in the morning, go back to sleep. Just kept snoozing, and then realised my phone's full of messages and the time, and yeah, I should have left like an hour or so ago. So yeah, gonna scoot down here, get some water, start packing up, make a brew, start packing up, make a brew, start packing up, make a brew. There's my tyre marks from yesterday. But yeah, I had no idea at the time. Oops. Okay, excuse the wind noise, but this is where I drove in from last night. That leads to the farm. I drove in here just before turning left. I paused and I couldn't work out what that was. It's carnage. That's where I drove up to. I'm right at the far end, up there. And I came down to get some water. First thing I spotted was the water thing's been knocked over. Then I realised the composting toilets. That's why I couldn't recognise it. And then I noticed this shower has been tied to the fence post. Sorry about the wind noise, people. This will explain everything. There's the other composting toilets and showers. And there's another one. So obviously, you know, that wind we've had, I was talking about last night when I got here. It's a shame. I mean, they're only just sheds. But, yeah, I do hope no one was in there taking a shit. So yeah, the wind obviously came through it and just knocked over all the sheds. Right. Even though it was this windy, the wind's either picked up while I was walking down here, or there's no wind up there. Nice bro, got my water. Just found this in the boot of the car. Might as well use it. Yeah, there's no wind at all up here. You can hear on this microphone, despite the woods being bare and not exactly dense or wide or whatever. Yeah, there's no wind at all compared to, see, right down that way. Yeah, just gonna have a tidy up. My tyres are absolutely full of mud, so I don't think I've got any grip to get out of here. There's just no tread at all. Yeah, once your tyre tread's full, you've basically got yourself some slicks. So yeah, I've just got slicks to get out of here and manoeuvre through all that mud. We done alright last time. Managed to get out right. Steve had his tyre over there, and well, the car was in the same place, and I think it was just as muddy back then. We'll see. If we get stuck, I've got the high lift in the boot. It's just thought better not leave that, and a duck. So yeah, we've got the duck, jump leads and a high lift. So if we do get stuck, and a rope and ratchet straps and have a rope, so I should be able to tow myself, winch myself out of there if need be. Right, I'm gonna monitor this, make a coffee, because I hate not having my first coffee of the day. Try and go over the heat from that sun. It's not as low as it has been, but yes, I'm just in a little hat here, just in my shirt, softies off. I had my softies on last night. Fair enough. It is, well, it was, the temperature was cold, but I wasn't cold. Obviously I had layers on, my thermal regatta jacket, a body warmer, and then a shirt and a t-shirt, hat, my neck scarf, 511 trousers with softies on top. But now I'm just in normal day gear and it is totally warm. But just shocked in the mud. It's quite firm. I mean, that bit there, it's not squidgy. Yeah, so some of this is firm on the surface, like here. And that's like, that's set in place, so it might be getting out of here quite well. Might slide here into the water, but all that will do is put me onto the ruts, a train track effect, spin my wheels, and should flick the mud out in the water, and then I should drive out, in theory. But yeah, it's all quite firm. It's not a bog like I thought it was. So I better get that coffee on the go. It's nearly 12 o'clock, it's like 10 to 12, nearly midday. I had to lay my sleeping bag on the bonnet just to air it a little bit. But stupid me, managed to get it muddy. That's fine. Yeah, that's been on for quite a while now. These things are great. As are these things, are also great. Tripod people, they can do. Didn't think that handle would be hot. I thought I'd take a precautionary measure anyway. The sun's quite bright. Wasn't sure if that was if that was in shot. Can't see a thing. Sun's quite bright. Coffee. And I say every time we come here in these woods, you always notice rubbish and crap that people have left. Fucking hell, definitely need to sort out this hat here. And I'm not even going to record it, but the bottom of them woods where so-called people go camping at weekends, rubbish, there's bags of rubbish with plastic food packaging inside, obviously from their mushrooms and bacon. There's a pile of glow sticks, there's mass fire pits made out of corrugated iron and just capsized, and piles of bricks just dumped everywhere. Some people do make a right old mess. I mean, I could just literally throw my shit in the back of the car and drive off and just leave rubbish, but a lot of us follow the leave no trace rule. See, there's just rubbish on the floor here. I like Church Farm. I like the ambience. If you've been to Church Farm, you know what sort of place it is. It's quite a chilled out. It's one of those places it just works. You can come here and get away. But I'm less wanting to come back here because certain people ruin it. Alright, I'm gonna drink my coffee. Right, all packed up. It rained for about 5 seconds, very slightly. I put my jacket on and it stopped. So yeah, the Wolf Tunnel's back in the roof box, the new bed's in the back seat, and the Bergen's in the back. Now I've got to do is try and get out of here. So what we'll do, in case they get stuck, we'll video it, because I don't want to blag it and say, yeah, I got out no problems, if I didn't. So we'll find somewhere to put the camera and we'll try and video it. Yeah, that, and I sat here earlier on the time lapse, just dug this big round metal thing out the ground with my foot. No idea. Right, it's starting to rain, so I'll get the camera up. Hot. Don't know if that's in shot. Right, let's have a go. Well, that was a bit easy. It's obviously too tight there. Despite it being a small car, there's no way I could make that turn. Before anyone comments about the little manoeuvre there, it is a tight bend. And most people can't even get their cars in there. Right, now we're going to put the phone. How? Let's stick it on the floor. It's quite a square phone, so I've just stood it up on its side. Yeah, stood my phone up like just there and then drove over it. That was easy. I actually thought I was going to struggle. And it doesn't quite fit in the ruts. It's about 8 inches thinner than a normal car. But yeah, small SUV. Love it. Right, we'll get another one of these amazing shots where you're driving past. And we're doing it in one take too. No editing, no cuts. Ugh. God, look at these ruts here. Oh, I'm slipping. Ah. Yeah, they're like maybe 8 inches deep. I've got a 4-inch lift. Well, I've got a 3-inch suspension lift and an extra inch and a bit with the bigger tyres. So that's 4 and a bit inches I've managed to lift the vehicle from stock. Right. This looks like a good place. It says his phone falls over and he doesn't get any of it. Right, actually just stop it and somehow can I stand the phone up there? No. Get a stick. There. Oh, I don't know if this grass is in the way. Oh, we'll see. No, that's really not going to work. Let's just try and over the phone again. Actually squishing my phone into the mud. There we go. Squished into the mud. Right, thanks for watching. Sorry about most of the footage being in the dark last night, because I did say I wasn't going to video it because it was dark and do all the videoing today, but then I didn't wake up till like 11 o'clock. Oh, hang on, my diff's still locked. Don't need a diff lock now. It's just a quick overnight. We're out of here. Thanks for watching.